Hello guys, good evening. So I just remembered something and I would like to share it with you, and hopefully you learn one or two things out of it. Yeah. So let's go. Um, I remember when 2018, precisely July to August. That was when I had my I did my youth service, the National Youth Service. Um, that is required of every graduate um within, like, as a Nigerian. So whether you schooled abroad, it's expected that you can come back and do your youth service. Yeah. So I did my youth service at especially the camp. I did my youth service in Delta State at Iseluku camp. So I happened to be in one of the two hostels. So they had Olu of Wari hostel, and the other one was Aksaba of Asaba hostel. So I was in Asaba of Asaba hostel. So to cut the whole story short, I was in a smaller hall before later we're asked to leave that place and join that Asaba hall. Some joined Olu of Wari. So I found myself in Asaba. So not quite long after moving into that hostel, yeah. So I was in one of the halls in that particular hostel. So my spirit kept ministering to me, telling me, pray with these girls, call for a prayer at night, call for a prayer at night. And I'm this kind of person that I don't want attention. Like, I just wanted to serve God. Je, 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 je. Do you understand? I wanted to it's quite funny. I wanted to serve God. Je, 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 je. Anybody that served in Iseluku Camp 2018 batch C would know what I'm talking about. This was with July to August. And so my spirit kept ministering to me. Pray with these girls, call for prayer, call for night prayer, start night prayer with these girls. I refused. Coconut head, I refused. So one night I was walking down to go fetch hot water from the Mami market. We do buy hot water. They'll put like half bucket. So I usually buy half bucket to mix with cold water and bait because I wasn't good with cold. So as I was walking down that day towards the market, yeah, the spirit just came again and told me in my ears. It was very convicting. This, I could not just say, could it be my mind playing a trick on me? The spirit told me, if you don't pray with these girls this night, anything you see, take it. I said, which kind wahala be this? Like, I just want to serve my God. Je, 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 je. I don't want anybody to know I'm serving God. I just want to do my things. Like, the only place I feel very comfortable teaching the word of God, because I was a Bible school Bible study teacher in my church. That was the only way I was comfortable teaching the word of God. And then amongst very few friends, I could just share one or two if we are discussing. So when the thing said that, and I was shocked, I was disturbed. But I said to myself, if na all die and I die, nobody will kill you. And one thing that I was really scared of was there were also Muslims in that place. I didn't know how they were going to take it. I didn't know if they were going to report me because of religion, whatever. But then I took it upon myself. I said, okay. So when I got back after bathing, prepared for the night, I now told the girl I was staying on top of her bunk. I told her, see, can you help me gather people? I want to pray. I want us to start night vigil, like every night. Let us all pray before we go to bed. And they said, okay. Can you believe that that very first night, after we prayed in that hall and I went back to sleep, everybody went back to sleep. In the next morning, hey, the next morning, I was now hearing stories. I didn't even know what happened because me, I slept like a baby. I slept like a dead body. So I woke up the next morning. I was now hearing stories when we ran to the You know that place you normally run to every morning to go and line up according to your batch every morning. So after the whole thing, doing like when we're standing there, now they're hearing stories. They're now saying that something happened in Olu of Wari. So I now said, okay, what happened is that people in Olu of Wari witnessed witchcraft attack. Like literally, not one person, not two, not five, not 10. A lot of people witnessed. They said, I didn't even understand the story. They said that some said that they were sitting down, they were lying down on their bed. Then suddenly they saw four women standing in front of them. They were tying wrapper, their legs were not touching the floor, they could not see their face. So they felt something pressing them, choking them, like it was spiritual attack. Not one person did this thing happen to. A lot of them, this thing happened to them that night. So it was confusing to me. That was when that thing just rang again in my head. But I was like, but what it can't concern me if this thing happened? If I did not pray, how would it have affected me? Okay, maybe the thing would have attacked me or something. I don't know. So this is not the catch. Follow me. The catch is that one day, one girl, I think the girl's like the second bunk. So my bunkies corner mates, if you understand, if you lived in the dormitory, you understand what I'm saying. The person whose bunk is after the person I'm staying on top of now told me something one day. She said that whenever I'm sleeping, I like crossing my leg. Why is that? Sorry about my eyes. Why is that? I said, I don't know. Is there anything wrong with it? So I don't know. I think she's from Edo or something. I don't know. So she said that if not for that prayer that I led them and I've been leading them in, that she would have said that I'm a witch. And if possible, they would have, like, there's possibility that they would have claimed that I am the one that was attacking people in this thing. She said it though, and she wasn't joking, because the people that sleep the way I sleep, I didn't even know if I crossed my leg, and I didn't even see anything wrong with it. You know, as bunk they be now, so you just gas um sleep like put yourself together when you're sleeping. So she now made that statement. I said, wow, really? Oh, this is the answer of what I was looking for. This is really, really the answer. So what she was saying is, if not for that prayer, I decided that the Lord told me to conduct a prayer. That prayer I did, it might not have actually chased any evil spirit, though it definitely did. But it was also a way of proving myself, of exonerating myself. Do you get? It was a way God used to exonerate me from an accusation. Now, this is the interesting part. Prior to going for that youth service, I sat under my mentor for prophetic counseling, and he made a statement. He told me I should pray I don't get accused when I go to camp. I say, accused of what? Is he accused of stealing, or like what will bring accuse? But then I prayed. But then that was the end. I didn't really think much about it. But this is how God saved me from only God knows what would have, something that you might have taken very mild. It would have turned out to be a blown something that it might even go on papers. They'll accuse you of witchcraft and spoil your name, your reputation, like, and That thing kept ringing in my head. It kept ringing in my head. And I say, wow, Lord, if not for anything, I thank you for direction. What am I saying with this thing? Always, always, anything that the Lord speaks in your ear, lays in your spirit, speaks through a man of God, a genuine man of God, do not take it for granted. A lot of us, we claim we are Christians, but we don't have any spiritual guide. We don't have any spiritual guide. Someone you can talk one on one. Where our eyes is always going to is we are looking for those top men of God, popular ones. No, you can start from somewhere. I have my local church where I seek counseling. Even now I'm in the UK. Some days I call him on phone and say, Daddy, I want to I want to know the mind of God. I just want you to, counsel me. Even aside prophetic counseling, sometimes when I'm having problems, I go to him. I tell him, see what I'm facing, see the challenges, see temptations that I'm facing. And he counsels me. Sometimes, when he counsels me, I get so mad, I get angry. But at the end of the day, when you do that thing, you see things working out for your good. Then you in particular, be spiritually discerning. Know the word of God, know the Bible. Be a prayerful person. Do not let your altar to burn out. Get equipped with the word of God. If not, you can see Satan will set you up with the most insignificant thing, and you will be surprised how you'll be surprised how your image, your person will be destroyed in a second. Only God knows how they would have blown up that issue. Like anybody that went to um Iseluku camp 2018 batch C would know this thing I'm talking about. I'm not saying go and verify it. Go and verify it. So since that day, you can imagine how they respected me, how they thanked me. They came and you see how they hugged. One came and hugged me, said thank you that you're the one that. How did someone came and asked me how did I know that this thing was going to happen? I said, I did not know. I just had it in my spirit that I had to, lead everybody in prayer, and that was it. So please do not take the word of God for granted. There are various ways in which God speaks to a man through the laying of the spirit, through the laying in of the spirit, yeah, through the voice of God, hearing his voice. Not everybody can hear the voice of God, yeah. And then through the word of God, and then if you have a spiritual father, someone you reverence who you usually go for counseling, these are mediums. God can speak to you. But a lot of us, I don't know how we do it. I'm not saying you should worship anybody, no. But there's a reason why things are the way, even in the Bible, yeah. Lazarus, the rich fool was asking Abraham to please send back Lazarus to the world to tell people that hell is real, to tell his family. And the reply he got is, if they cannot believe the prophets, the Moses and Elijah, how much more would they believe someone that came back from the dead? So there's a reason why God has appointed people, has chosen people to do this work. So give your time to tutor under someone to grow yourself. You can't grow alone, trust me. This spiritual race, you can't do it all by yourself. You need guidance. You need guidance. So I thank you for listening. I pray that the Lord bless you and you make this video. Help me to share it, you know, comment if you have experienced this thing in camp where all of a sudden, one part of the hostel got attacked. spiritual attack or something, because I really haven't heard of it before. So it was my first hand experience.